Hey, welcome back, guys. All right, thank you for stopping by the Deliver. This is Eric. Today, I want to say blessings and my prayers go out to everybody who is suffering from these catastrophic power outages, especially in Texas. Aren't just a result of the cold. Well, let's take a look here from ABC News. This was posted today, February 6-minute read at 2:47 p.m. Okay, it is now 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 17th of February, 2021. Here it says local infrastructure doesn't get much attention until it fails. Like right now in Texas, the state's electric grid, like most of nations, consists of many parts at least 50 years old. Really? Really? I find the same problem with the roads and just about all of the infrastructure. So let me ask you guys a question. Why are we almost at $28 trillion in debt, but we have a 50-year-old power grid that is failing? And I know that Texas is on its own power grid, so that makes it more likely for the weather weapons, which is why I specifically also posted that RFB clip that I edited from RFB TV. On the weather weapons as well as the exotic weapons, which we're going to talk a little bit more about today. I got in late today. We were out today at Walmart and driving around, so I got to see some things, and boy, the roads are terrible. The weather up here has just been gray and cloudy for pretty much every day for about the last 2 years at least. So yeah, is this Joe Biden's darkest winter? What does he mean by that? Well, it looks like right now we have catastrophic power outages, and there's people dying, and I can't help but think of David Goldberg's testimony right here. Let's have a quick listen, because Project Zypher and Project Pogo, although they have certainly switched up their plans, evolved their plans. Even Trump calling up the 1 million troops for active duty back in, March, I believe it was. Everybody thought that was going to be for Operation Warp Speed. Now I am feeling that Operation Warp Speed was actually a sign-up to get the military here, as they are in the Capitol apparently until, mid-March or something. Now they just changed today. Let's listen to David Goldberg here for a brief minute, because he was dead on point here with many of it. Of course, Trump hasn't declared himself king of Israel yet, but let's have a listen here as to what he says. I can't talk about the V word right now, but let's listen about the power outages.
Based on what I can see in the documents, we're talking about power outages along with a purge. They're going to come in and they're going to take you out of your home, and they're going to put you into a military vehicle or whatever, a van, and drive you away and place you into a camp.
Exactly. So is this just the first phase of social engineering, so that when they are ready to execute as they talked about, all right, after the stimulus, this will likely be over a $30 trillion debt, which is also why prices are absolutely skyrocketing in energy sectors and food and everywhere. Okay, I was out shopping today, and yes, the shelves are getting quite thin, actually. My wife did more of the shopping before she got sick, so now I'm out realizing it, and I've actually been documenting these things, but I didn't have a chance to get these videos uploaded so I could share it, only because I got in late. I still got to make dinner and all that, so I wanted to keep my word that I'd get out here every day for a short video, which I'm going to do. Now, let's take a look at the dark winter, all right? Okay, as dark winter wanes, repetition is the story of the day. Biden did not plan winter storm as an attack on Texas. No, Biden didn't do it, but I know that the elite sure did, okay? Death Mount millions still without power amid new snow ice storm. Nearly 3 million customers remain without power in Texas as snow and ice fails in Dallas and Austin. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Father God had me preparing my property for some time. It was around, the summertime. I was preparing my property, but I didn't have any idea why. And then we got hit with a tropical storm, and we were without power for 4 or 5 days. I think it came back on day 5. But when the power outage happened, it's on a blog post. I gave a testimony. I said a prayer around my yard during the heat of the storm while I literally watched my neighbor's tree get shredded apart like it was in a tornado. Not even the plants in our front yard, not even the plants got knocked over. Okay, and that's the power of our Father God through prayer. So let's keep praying. Let's continue on, because I want to get into this House Resolution Bill from the video that I shared from RFB TV. House Resolution Bill 2977, Space Preservation Act of 2001. This goes back a long, long ways, okay? But what I want to get into is the term space means all space extending upward from an altitude greater than 60 kilometers above the surface of the Earth and any celestial body in such space. Well, what type of celestial body would be in space at 60 kilometers? That's pretty bizarre, right? Okay, well, anyways, this is what I wanted to talk about. Psychotronic weapons, these exotic weapon systems such as electronic, psychotronic, or information weapons. We know that they are still spraying, as I documented today. It's like tic-tac-toe in the sky every day. High altitude, low frequency systems. What do I talk about all the time? Plasma fields, electromagnetic, sonic, or ultrasonic weapons, laser weapon systems. Well, if they were banned, then why in the world on Gina Maria Colvin Hill, this was taken from Japan, the Sakurajima volcano on the 2nd of February. She recorded this every 10 seconds. Let's have a look and a listen.
In Japan, yes, this is Japan. It's in Japan, and it's going on, and it's every 10 seconds in Japan at the Sakurajima volcano in Japan.
You guys see that? There, right there, okay? Now, as I said, I didn't have time today to put together a video showing you lasers and whatnot, but I am going to show you what psychotronic weapons are that are going on in people's houses, okay? This is here to activate this volcano, all right? Everything that they are doing now is because they are forcing Revelation end-time prophecy, okay? That's what they're doing. They're increasing the earthquakes, the volcanoes, they're shifting the weather. They're doing all sorts of things. Now, let's get back to, okay, strategic, theater, tactical, or extraterrestrial weapons, and chemical, biological, environmental, climate, or tectonic weapons, okay? So, the term exotic weapon systems include weapons designed to damage space or natural ecosystems such as the ionosphere and upper atmosphere, or climate, weather, and tectonic systems, and the purpose of inducing damage or destruction upon a target population or a region on Earth in space, such as like perhaps the Fukushima event, which we know was a planned false flag. There's no question about it. I did a 2-hour documentary on the 9/11, 3/11 video. Now, I want to show you this, okay? This is from RFB TV. Brother Richie was wondering why in the world is he going to bed at night and hearing frequencies. Let's listen real quick.
At any rate, I have been dreaming so vividly, and I've been hearing frequencies. Like when there's nothing going on in the room, all I can hear is frequencies going up and down, modulating. And then I see this. This is on the
Okay, the reason why those frequencies are going up and down and modulating and why our brother Richie can hear those is because those are what's called psychotronic weapons. And they also, the electro field carries the electromagnetic frequency as well as the RF technology to control the people, control them. And for those that are the tares in Satan's garden, which are the wheat in our Father God's kingdom here in this system, just like imagine the earth as a garden, Satan's garden. We're being plucked out like weeds in his garden, okay? In Satan's garden, our adversary, we're the tares. In our Father's kingdom, we are the wheat that are going to be reaped for the harvest. However, we must first endure to the end. Now, a psychotronic weapon is this right here. This is from this is an energy saver light bulb. All right, I just did another test on it just about 5 minutes ago, and it was giving off an EMF, which is an electromagnetic frequency at about 30 to 40 milligauss, which is very dangerous, and that was happening from several feet away. And I didn't document it because I didn't want to have to upload the video. This video goes back maybe a month ago, okay? Well, maybe not a month, 3 weeks ago or so. I want to show you what's coming out of our energy saver bulbs, and then show you compared to what's happening with my 100 amp breaker box and my 60 or 80 amp generator box. Let's watch. Energy saver bulbs, alright? It's giving off. Look at the peak right there. 1011. I thought my meter peaked at 1000. No, I was wrong. It does not. 1011. Right now it's giving it off an EF, which is an electro field, and 18 milligauss for an electromagnetic frequency. This is what's called psychotronic weapons. That's why we hear those frequencies at night. And because it pulses and modulates, it goes up and down, we hear the fluctuating frequencies. Those are psychotronic weapons. They also drain your energy, they weaken your immune system, and because there's an electromagnetic field now, which I'm not going to share right now, in my next video I will. Alright, there's an electromagnetic field, a very low electromagnetic field. Even though I'm very healthy right now, okay, I have swollen glands, and that's because of all of this frequency technology that they are using against us. Now let's continue to listen. An electro field, okay? Supposed to be an energy saver bulb, mind you. I'm about 4 inches away. At 950, it peaked at 1011. Okay, I want to stop right there. You see where the EMF right here, which is the most dangerous, but the most overlooked, is the electro field. This is why we hear those fluctuating frequencies. And also the RF, which we don't see here, pulses, and that's also what has manipulate mind control over the masses, okay? And EMF now, they've actually amped it up even more. This is only from about 3-4 weeks ago. They've amped it up to the point to where now it's tripled. It's tripled that right there, okay? We see it at 12 milligauss. Well, now it's coming out at nearly 40 milligauss, which is for extended periods of time, that gets transferred all throughout the ambient air that's around us because of the electro fields that are coming out through the light bulbs and through all of our devices that carries the radio frequency along with the EMF frequencies. Those are psychotronic weapons. They can actually implant thoughts through RF technology, because by matching the resonant frequency of the human body, the human mind, it produces the injected subliminal messages through the RF technology, radio frequency, Wi-Fi technology. They gave us Wi-Fi as a convenience. That's granting our consent. It's like inviting a vampire into your home. So that electro frequency, that RF frequency, the pulse frequency, is used not only to monitor every thought and everything that you think, say, and do, and that's why it feels most days for me, it feels as though our adversary, the devil, is always one step ahead of me, and that's because they know what we're doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're going to get into that in upcoming videos, especially after I get off suspension on my other channel. I'm going to prove all of it, guys, so let's continue to watch what it's compared to at my breaker boxes, which is a 100 amp and a 60 or 80 amp generator box. Over 1,000 for electro field. Here's my 100 amp breaker box. See it, watch it zeroed out, okay? That's my laundry machine, so what do we got there for electro field, low EMF, normal range, good. 100 amp breaker box. Okay, EMF's of course with 100 amps, I'm at about 4 inches away, giving up. Okay, right there, electro field at my breaker box, 100 amp, is only giving off an EMF of 21 milligauss. Well, now my light bulbs are giving off nearly 40, which is very unhealthy. It tells us here that we should be at a power line, all right, because of the EMF. But that's because we're at the 100 amp breaker box, all right? But why in the world is my energy saver light bulbs giving off 1011 for a peak when my 100 amp breaker box is giving off an electro field at only 2 volts per meter? Okay, let's continue to watch. Off electro field 2, 3, 2, 3. Here's my other breaker box, 60 amp. I think it's 60 amp, something like that, 60 or 80. But anyways, same thing. Again, back to our energy saver bulb. Something is not right when your energy saver bulb is pulsing at over 1,000 for a peak. I've got it figured out, guys. I'm going to put it in a video and explain exactly what's going on. Yeah, I do have it all figured out, guys, and patents to prove it, alright? But we're going to save that for another video. Like I said today, I'm real cut short, big time, on time today. We had a very busy day, but that's okay. I wanted to get this video out to let you guys realize that I'm going to also leave this meter right here, okay? I just tested my light bulb shortly ago. Let's see if it focuses. Been having problems with my cam lately. There we go. It peaked. Now look at did you see the radio frequency pulse to 235 there? Alright? That's what's called free space optical lasers. We're going to get more into that. But yeah, my light bulb peaked at 1005 for an electro frequency. I'll leave the link for this meter in the box. This thing's my best friend. I leave it on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It has so many options. This is what's called all-in-one mode. So you can get there it goes, the electro field, the radio frequencies, and the EMFs all in one. But this has many, many, many settings that gives you all sorts of wavelengths and various frequencies, even from the EMFs, ones that are more dangerous than others. And we're going to get into that, okay? But I don't have the time today, unfortunately. But I wanted to at least let you guys know that, yes, they are jacking up these frequencies in everybody's household, okay? So if we're looking at, right now, purge after purge and these rolling blackouts, last time I checked it was in 13 states. None of this was ever repealed. Everybody knows they're still chemtrailing. They're calling it geoengineering. Then they ionize the plasma fields. By ionizing the clouds, it turns into plasma, which is used for Project Bluebeam, electromagnetic, sonic, or ultrasonic weapons. Again, laser weapon systems. Well, let's look again right here at Gina Maria Colvin Hill. This is how they are creating all of these environmental catastrophes. Let's watch again.
Good evening. I think there'd be one reason why, and I'm not going to say it, but I don't think you should be finding it at a volcano unless you live in strange times.
Okay, there you go. So we know darn well that they never repealed any of these weapon systems. Of course, there's the rods of God and all of that. And we are looking at difficult trials to come. Okay, so stay favored in the word, my friends, and much love to you and your family, from mine to yours, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I'll be more prepared. Hopefully, I'll have some things uploaded. I got to get cooking dinner, guys, on that. You take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.